Hey guys, hi. It's me, Audrey. I am back after a few weeks of illness running through the house between a flu and some cold something going on. So happy to be back. We're all healthy at the moment. Keep your fingers crossed. If you're new here, hello. My name's Audrey. I am a psychic medium. And on this channel, I like to provide my psychic perspective regarding some of these crime cases and missing people cases and other crimes, other things going on around the world, not just here in the U.S. I tend to specifically talk about cases I feel considerably involved in spiritually. Okay, keep that in mind. I know, I've heard it before. You're a psychic. Oh God, and I thought I was gonna like you. You look so normal, but you're just a weirdo. Yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm 56 and I've heard it all. I've heard it all. A lot from my own family, in fact. So you're not gonna come here and hurt my feelings. I'm a fat, graying, gray hair old lady. I don't care. And that's the fun thing about being my age is you don't care anymore. I don't care. So being that I feel comfortable giving my perspective, here I am. I'm back on YouTube. So I did take a few years off after the Watts case. This case, the Idaho 4 case, is the one that brought me back to YouTube because I'm very passionate about this case. My 2 cents on this case is Bryan Kohberger did it. He did it alone. His parents knew that he was capable of doing such. His dad went to save him, quote unquote, and drove back to the East Coast with him, knowing full well he was aiding and abetting a criminal, a murderer, in fact. Those are my opinions. And I know there's plenty surprising of you who say Bryan didn't do it. He did not do it. And you are as convinced that he's innocent as I am convinced he's guilty. So for those of you who think he's innocent, this video's for you. This is your platform. You guys often will tell me in the comments, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Where's your proof? My proof's in here. My proof is invisible. My proof is I can't provide proof for you. And that's one thing people like to attack me about is you don't have any proof. I don't. I have no proof. All my proof is right here in my brain and my connection with spirits who come in and speak to me. I've talked to the Idaho 4 many times. I've been given lots and lots of information on this case from spirit, a lot. It's kind of blows my mind. Go back and watch those old videos of when this case first came out, okay? Okay, so what proof do we have that Bryan did do it outside of my psychic abilities? Well, we have the DNA on the knife sheath, on the button of the snap of the knife carrier, the knife pouch, whatever. That's it. That's it. That's really the only hard evidence there is. Yes, the vehicle, the white Hyundai Elantra, okay, that's been seen around town around the time of the murder. Bryan's phone was off during the duration of the murders, has no alibi other than saying that he was out looking at the stars at night, which is no alibi. We are told that this house that the kids lived in was a drug house. Okay, whatever. It's a drug house. What does that have to do with the murder? Nothing. So I want you, seriously, I want to know. I want to know where you're at. Who did it? Who's his accomplice? How do you know there's an accomplice? Or 2, or however many. So you're telling me this man who's going to be on death row potentially. I don't think he'll actually end up going on death row, but currently they're looking at the death penalty for this person, for Bryan, by order of a, well, it's not nice to say, but it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot if that's what ends up happening. Firing squad. How awful. Awful. A firing squad. So you're telling me this guy who's up for murder and potentially looking at a firing squad has accomplices, but he's not going to rat them out. Now, I've said some crazy things before. I've said some crazy things before that are, to me, true. So this sounds kind of crazy to me, what you're saying. You're saying he's up for the death penalty, but he's not going to give up the names of the other person or people who assisted him in the murders. Give me names. Give me something that I can look into. Give me a scenario that I psychically can go check out, because I do this weird thing. Apparently it's called remote viewing. That's new to me as far as knowing what it's called. It's something I just have always done, but I didn't know that it had a name for it. It's remote viewing. So what I can do is I leave here, and I mean, I'm still sitting here, but I can go take my energy out in a way. I can go back in time. I can go current time. I can even go in the future and see what's happening. So give me a scenario that I can check out. Give me something that I can go back and look at from remote viewing. It's weird how it happens, but I know it's weird, but I can go back and look at scenes and see what happened. Who was there? What happened exactly? When I do readings for people, I use this all the time. All the time. It's a real thing to me. It's in my life, and it's been proven that I've been accurate. So I'm asking you guys for help. If you don't want to see an innocent man convicted of a quadruple homicide, instead of just yelling and saying he's innocent or there's other people involved, give some information. Give some information. I came out to the public and said, hey, in another case, Alec Murdaugh, he's innocent. He didn't kill his family. He didn't do it. Here's why. Here's what I see. Here's what really happened. And it's something no one has ever talked about, and they may not ever talk about. But give me information on Bryan Kohberger. I think the only friend he had died. Didn't he die? The military guy. I don't know if they were even really friends. And Spirit is the one that showed me this military guy in the first place. You guys are like, oh yeah, he has a military friend. Yeah, so I'm totally serious. Give me some information that I can dig into. If you give me the name of Joe Schmo, I can try and connect with this person, living or not, and see what's going on with this person. Who are they? What do I see around them? Like I can go to where they live and basically sneak around. It's like being a fly on the wall. You know how we always say, oh God, I wish I could be a fly on the wall. Well, that's basically what happens. But I'm just a big fat fly. So if you really honestly in your heart think that Bryan is innocent or he had accomplices, I want to hear about it. We definitely don't want a innocent person getting the firing squad. I mean, Bryan was a baby once, you know what I mean? He is a human being. It's hard to believe based on what I know about the man. But I just don't understand. I don't understand why Bryan is not giving up any names or information. And I've heard that he's probably going to make some sort of deal with the state, giving some information I don't know what information he can give to sort of satisfy the state, the prosecution, to remove the death penalty. What can he give that will remove the death penalty other than some names? I mean, this is serious. The trial will be here before we know it. Whatever he's holding on to, whatever he has in his back pocket, as far as a big look, here's my big surprise. Here's the thing that's going to bust the case wide open and show that I'm innocent. He needs to do it now. He needs to do it now. It's going to get to the point where they're going to say, you know what? We gave you a chance to cut a deal. It's too late. Sorry, you're going to the death chamber firing squad. So, all right. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you. I got other videos to do. I have a lot of catch up to do. So I appreciate your patience with me. I am not going anywhere. I just needed to take that break. I had no voice. And I was laying in bed sick as a dog. So nice seeing you today, and I'll see you guys real soon. All right. Take care. Ciao. Stay safe.